Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Haplo type, salute. D-Lo, salute. Zay, salute. Fam, what's good? Mount Brink, MZ Talk Boxing, Gil Coles, Fresh Prince, salute. Eugene M, salute, fam. What's good? I had to run and go get me a mouse real quick, man. That's why I'm running a little bit late. My keyboard went out last week, then my mouse just all of a sudden just went out on your boy, man. But yeah, we're gonna do a little recap, man. If y'all want to jump on, man, the link is right there in the chat. We're gonna do a recap of last week fight cards and then what we got coming up this week. And then chop it up, man. See whatever else we chop it up about in this next hour. Y'all want to jump on, man? Hit that link. DB at 03, salute, bro. What's happening? Hey, you there, Eugene M? I mean Eugene M. You there, King of King?
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight, Marlo?
All right, you, bro. Hey, man, sorry to have you waiting. I had to run to what's the name? To Walmart to give me another mouse, bro. My keyboard went out last week. Now my mouse.
Yeah, man, I feel you. That stuff always happens at the wrong time.
Exactly. Bad timing, but a little late, but I'm here though. So what's happening, man? I want to get ready to get into it.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it, man. Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's just go on and kick it off with the recap, man. With last week's card with Pacquiao versus Ugas, man. How did you see that fight? How did you see the fight? How did you score the fight, man? And do you think the right man got the decision?
The funny part is close fight mean I got several outcomes. I had it for Ugas 7-5, real close, but you could have had it 6-6. You could have had, it was clear. I really like Ugas did good work in there, but the truth of the matter is, man, looking at Pacquiao looked at old, man. He ain't got it no more. And Ugas just, did his thing, man. He stayed consistent. He pretty much just kind of stayed in the middle ring and just threw punches, and I like it. I'm happy one of the Cuban fighters got a good win. So, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about this being a steal or anything like that, because Cubans don't get steal victories. So, but yeah, man, I really like the action, man. So yeah, I gave it to Ugas, man. Good body work. The right hand was coming from different areas. It kind of looked like, now I don't know, like I said, maybe it was because Pacquiao was preparing for a different fight, but his movement away from the right hand wasn't good at all. So he got clipped to the body a few times with the right hand, and Ugas was kind of looping it over the top. He's a mid-range hooker, and it's like Manny was just in range for him to get with him.
Right. And I don't know how much that had an impact. Trey said that it probably had an impact because he wasn't working on his lateral movement and all that. But I don't know, man. Maybe it could have. But I thought Ugas did a hell of a job. I thought it was a hell of a fight. I just thought it was two key factors that Ugas did, and that was the jab and that looping right hand. The body work was good, but the things that stood out was the jab and the looping right hand. And Pacquiao face looked messed up the way his wife was feeding him and shit after the fight, and they put it on video. You seen that?
Yeah, man. The way he had that knot on the top of, I was like, I thought at first that was a doctored picture or something, but I'm like, oh no, that's legit. I was like, man, Ugas was clean with the right hand, man. Like you said, a looping right hand where he was throwing it with his feet planted too.
Yeah.
So that was a solid shot every time he was catching him with it too, and he threw it perfectly. You could see Ugas' Cuban pedigree, because it was obvious there, man. Excellent work, man. I really enjoyed the fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that elevated Ugas. We got to give him his props, and we got to keep it real. He has to be, top 3 at 147 right now. So salute to Ugas, man. Good fight.
La D champ. Salute, sis. Rod X the champ in the building. Salute, bro. Hey, Eugene M. Salute, bro. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you pretty good. Hey, what's your take? What's your take on the do the recap? What's your take on the last week card with Pacquiao fight with Ugas and Pacquiao? How did you see it? Did the right man get the victory?
I love the card for real. I mean, I didn't have much expectations for it going in, but there was a lot of good fights on the card. I was surprised by the undercard, and I thought Ugas was hurt for real. So I changed up to Manny when I saw his arm at the weigh-in. I thought something was wrong. So, but I mean, I think he got the right. I think the decision was fair. I think Pacquiao is old now. It's sad that he has, like most old fighters, they have so much pride. They seem like a lot of times they're the last one to see when they old. unfortunately, and it don't end well. And that's what's gonna happen with him in the rematch if he do. That's what's gonna happen. So.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think I was with you with the elbow too, because I had Ugas going in, and I think the day of, D'Lo sent me this picture with Ugas holding on to that elbow. I thought it was gonna play a factor, but obviously it did not. Hey, Moody Trayweather, salute, bro, in the building. Hey, y'all, feel free to hop on the panel, man. Let's chop it up. We're gonna try
Hey,
to do this.
D-Lo set you up, bro. D-Lo sent you that and then went and bet on Ugas.
He was trying to get me to eat that crow up. Hey,
Now I had Ugas the whole time, man. When those late reports was coming in, I just figured that was just noise. You know, the fights always got weird stuff going on like that. But you know, Ugas is kind of a man. I don't care if it was an injury or not. He was gonna come in there and mix it up, man.
Yeah, MZ, and Mr. Davis, they both had Ugas all the way. Moody Trade, what's good though? What's been up though, bro? But yeah, man, I thought the whole card was good too, y'all. I wasn't let down with the card, even though Earl Spence, Ugas was Earl Spence's replacement. But overall, I thought it was good, man. I thought Ugas did good. I think Ugas deserved that win. I thought it was a closer fight than most. I know the brothers they had it wide, like 9-3 or some shit like that. But I wasn't mad at it, man. I thought it was some close rounds in there. Could have went either way, they probably gave those rounds to Ugas. But overall, the right man won the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? And then look, this is another thing, y'all. We can move on a little bit. You know, the WBA took out that other Striz app, and now they finna have to fight mandatories and shit now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing moving forward in boxing. What y'all think about that?
That makes it a legitimate championship. Because if you ain't fighting mandatories, you really ain't a champion, for real.
Mm-hmm. I think WBC should go ahead and move along because the IBF they already on that. The WBA said, "F it, man. We just gonna take away this, and motherfucker gonna have to fight for that strap." So now we got the IBF and the WBA on the same board. We need to take away that franchise and let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
WBA, man, salute to them because you know they had a lot of pressure coming in about that. I mean, to me, the super and regular champion never made sense anyway. Like it just sounded goofy. You know, you turn the title into a trinket. You don't have to defend against mandatories. Then what's the point of having a super championship? Then you don't have to necessarily fight against the regular champion. So I'm glad they finally did something about that, cleaned it up. He said he was going to do it, and he finally did. So I salute to the WBA.
Right. I definitely had to mention that and give him a salute, man. That's really gonna make the sport more interesting, especially in that WBA ranking. You know what I'm saying? Moody Trayweather said that jab dictated the whole fight. Yeah, man, that motherfucker had Pacquiao resetting a lot, rethinking a lot on his coming in with them throwing them hands. MZ Talk Boxing. What's good, bro?
What's going on, fam? What's going on?
Oh man, we just in here trying to chop it up on the recap, and we're gonna get into some other things. But let you go on and catch up, man. What you think about last week's fight? Did the right man win? And tell us about it.
Man, I honestly think the right man did win. Just listening to Trey X, I heard you saying how close it was, but Trey X was saying something while he was commenting on the fight and calling the fight. He did mention how Pacquiao was not getting off a lot of clean shots and he was missing a lot. And those rounds are the ones that I most definitely gave to Ugas. But I had knew in my the way I was looking at it, I just felt like Ugas was going to take that fight, and I'm glad he ended up getting to fight Pacquiao for it instead of fighting Earl because you know Ugas and Earl were supposed to fight. But I always thought Pacquiao and Ugas should have fought just to solidify that position of that super belt.
Yeah, because he was. This was probably had a lot to do with them taking away that regular and just making it to where motherfuckers got to fight the mandatory because he was he was in that spot for that strap. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. So it came out the right man, the right champion won. So ain't no other way to look at it but take away that motherfucking regular and let it ride. You know what I'm saying?
I love that they even doing that they taking away that other belt.
Mm-hmm.
That I wish all governing bodies would do that.
Yeah, all we gotta do is wait on that WBC and we in the game. Because the IBF, they ain't never folded. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight your mandatory with the IBF.
Right.
Gil Cole said Raleigh should get fed straight to Tank. That's what they talking about, y'all. And we could talk about that too. I heard Tank and Raleigh, they talking about them two getting up in there. What y'all think about that fight and who y'all think will win?
I think Tank will beat Raleigh.
By stoppage?
Yeah, I think he'll stop him.
What do you think it's a good fight though for
Oh,
Tank?
I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. Rolly got some skills if he fight and not go to that all that extra stuff that he likes to do. If he goes out there and just fights his fight, that'll be an awesome fight. But I still take Tank over Rolly.
What about you, Eugene M?
All right, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Tank gonna beat the brakes off Rolly if they fight. That's not that whole style matchup is all bad for Rolly. I mean, Tank has got too much power. Rolly, he'd be better off. You're gonna call me crazy, but he'd be better off fighting Haney than he would be fighting Tank. You know, when he with Haney, he got to punch his chance to get something done. If he press him, if he throw his shots, and if he let his hands go, he got a chance at least. Against Tank, no. Tank too seasoned. He's too much of just a different class of fighter. And with that power, he gonna hurt Rolly. Way Rolly coming in there.
I got to agree with you. What about you, King?
Man, overall, I'll take it as a good scrap. You know, some young dudes getting there and mixing up. But he's absolutely right, man. I think Rolly got a better chance against Haney too, man, because like he said, Tank, I've seen him get hit, man. Now, maybe those guys weren't overwhelming punchers, but he can take a shot. But we don't know what Rolly's chin is, and the way he fights kind of open like that, Tank is going to be compact. He's going to punish that dude. Like I said, at least with Haney, he's going to get caught with a bunch of punches, but I don't think he'll get knocked out as easy, man. That's a heavy matchup for Rolly. But salute to him if he goes in there and mix it up, man. The young dude been talking a lot of stuff, and he goes in there and tries to back it up, then so be it.
Yeah, and I think it's a more dangerous fight, so they can't say he's ducking. More dangerous fight, I think it's a more lucrative fight for Rolly and everything, and I think he get the brakes beat off of him, like Eugene M said, like you said. He just don't got the skills, bro. He got too many holes in his defense. He throw too many wild punches, and I think all those gonna be mistakes that he gonna pay for in that fight. I think that he should have took the Devin Haney fight and try to get that win, because I mean I think that fight would have went the distance with Devin Haney schooling him, but at least he would have went the distance. You know what I'm saying? But in this one, I don't think it's going the distance at all, man. I think both of them heavy hitters, but I think Tank IQ, his skill overall, I think he's just gonna get to where he needs to get to and put that boy up out of there, man. He definitely open for it. But yeah, I saw that, man. I was like, damn, and it looked strategic too. You know what I'm saying? Why not put him in there? Two knockout fighters. You know what I'm saying? They both be talking crap. They can sell the fight. You feel me? They undefeated, even though Rolly probably should have an L up under his belt. But I think this could be a pretty good payday, pretty good night of boxing if they do the card right. It was something else I wanted to ask y'all. Let's get into the Plant versus Canelo, man. Jay Brown, I'm waiting if Jay Brown come. We can do that last. Y'all got any type of fillers y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all been hearing around? Anything like that, Eugene, MZ, or
Well,
hey, bro, they're coming back in December. I've seen that where you're talking about fighting Conor Benn.
Conor Benn in December?
Yeah. Talking about in December between him and Broner.
Wow. I guess that's a good fight.
I missed that. I didn't know Broner was stepping back into the ring so as of lately.
Yeah, that's new.
You know, he's been playing with the DAZN, thinking about going over there, and DAZN's talking about handing him a little bit of money to go ahead and fight Conor Benn. You know, that's one thing. I mean, DAZN, I don't like how they treat some of the brothers, but they do pay them. And you know, that'd be a good little scrap. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point in time, you know, we all know Adrian Broner is a gatekeeper, but he's a tough test. The dude got a good beard. He's just not professional enough to elevate past the level he's at right now. So.
I think this is more of a good fight for Conor Benn than just a whatever money fight for Broner, man. Broner don't take this serious.
I can agree with that. You know, since he's been champion and he got a taste of that, that high life living with Floyd. I think it kind of ruined him.
Yeah, going out partying, drinking, getting in there, getting embarrassed, not letting his hands go. I don't think that shit gonna change. He too damn old. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
same old
not to interrupt you, Marlo. I'm gonna stand over here on my own, and I'm gonna say this: we need to put some respect on AB's name. I mean, AB, say what you want. He fights everybody. He never ducked no fades. While all these other fighters be talking, AB was in the ring. I'm just glad he's back. And
Oh,
he ain't that old, you know what I'm saying? And age wise, he ain't really took that much punishment. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he needs money, maybe this is the motivation that'll make him step his game up. But I mean, he needs some respect put on his name for real. I mean, he get bashed
Yeah,
a lot, but
true.
you know,
Hey,
Adrian Broner, he has a potential to come here. And what's funny is, you know what I'm saying, besides the knock of him not letting his hands go, he still has the potential of winning these fights. That's the funny part about it. He still does fight everybody. He did drop Sean Porter, like a legit dropped him. So he has power. And so it's not like you got Conor Ben's gonna come in. This is where you kind of see if you are a B class fighter or a possible A class fighter, Broner. Because if you're like a C plus B minus, he can beat you. And so, that's why I'm saying, yeah, he's fought a lot of guys. He's got in there and mixed it up, and he's then took some L's, and so be it.
Right. I agree with you on that. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't take nothing from AB. I'm just saying it seemed to me once he got to a certain level, he kind of got off the gas. He kind of relaxed a little bit, and I would love to see him get serious because, like you said, he stands a chance to have won a lot of those fights that he ended up getting some losses on. His only knock is he does not let his hands go enough, and that's just my preference. I would like to see him let his hands go a little bit more.
Hey,
hey,
let me clarify, Eugene. I got a lot of respect for Broner's skill, but it's just that he get in there and he don't do what we expect him to do and what he's fully capable of. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look at the AB before the Madonna fight. And then I want to say this also. He gives the best press conferences and the best build-ups ever. Ain't nobody ever been funnier than AB. His build-up is hilarious. So,
That's a fact. He can sell the hell out of a fight. That's why I say that's one thing about AB, and that's why the motherfuckers keep on tuning in. I guess because it ain't us looking for him to be exciting. It's the shit he gonna say.
Either you love him or you hate him. You know what I'm saying? And he has so many haters. I be wondering. I be saying, damn, did he take their side piece too? You know?
Hey, J.A. salute. Eric Cooper salute. Eric Cooper said AB equals Zab 2.0. D-Lo 404 said AB needs to put some respect on boxing and his own goddamn name. That's real, man. That's why I had to clarify, man. I got a lot of respect. That nigga made me eat a lot of crow, bro, but I do got a lot of respect for the boy, man. He fights.
Yeah, that's why I was saying about him being professional, man. That's my main knock on him is the truth of the matter is the reason I have a problem with. I don't have a problem. The reason that I'm maybe disappointed is there's a bunch of fights that I feel like he could have won and he just didn't. And it's not like the guy was overwhelming him or he was getting dominated. It was just like, dude, if you throw a few, like, why are you, like, you got a good beard. It's not like you've been knocked out. You stood up against Madonna, who puts people in comas. You finished the fight. So you got a good chin. So why are you not throwing your hands? Are you preserving your energy because you're out of shape? Or, I don't understand that. That's what's disappointing because it's like I can look on his record right now. There's at least 2 or 3 losses he has that I know he could have easily have won those fights. I'm not, what I'm saying, within inches of easily winning those fights. But that's the only knock I have on AB. Is he not fulfill his full potential?
Lala D said there's only one person AB ducked. I can't remember his name. Was it Rougarou? Well, I don't remember him actually ducking. He got up out of the division, but I don't remember him actually nobody.
Yeah, that's not a duck.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember him because Rougarou wasn't no big fight for him anyway. So, and he was up there chasing those big fights, man. That's why he took that Madonna fight. So I can't even call him ducking nobody. You know what I'm saying? Especially after getting in there with Madonna. That was some dangerous shit for AB at that time. Also,
are you saying Rougarou like
yeah,
Regis Prograis?
Yeah, she talking about Regis Prograis. That's Rougarou.
Okay.
Yeah. It was something up here. I missed D-Lo real quick, and I'll get back in the. Yeah, man. Y'all know this open discussion, man. So anything y'all want to talk about, man, let's chop it up.
I got a question for everybody, real quick.
All right. Let me read this. This what's the name, real quick. D-Lo said, I think Tank can beat Rolly immediately after going 12 rounds versus another fighter. Lala D said Tank is gonna time the fuck out of him and stop him. I got to agree with you, sis. D-Lo 404 said Tank versus Taylor is what I desire. Cut the BS politics in boxing and fight the fights. Right. Make the fights. Right. Yeah, I gotta agree. I'm caught up. Go ahead. Trey X in the building. What's good, bro? He said Gary Antoine Russell been begging for AB. Go ahead, MZ.
Oh, I was just gonna ask everybody what's their thoughts on the way Sha'Carri Richardson is being drugged.
Sha'Carri Richardson?
Yeah.
Man, I was on the outside. I didn't go through all the articles or anything like that, bro. But to keep it real, on the outside looking in from what I saw, I think a lot of this heat. You know what I'm saying? Not the weed. Don't get me wrong with the weed part. A lot of this heat is coming on from her own mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand.
Yes.
Her own attitude and shit like that, because they already was picking on her, bro, while she was down. You feel what I'm saying? And
right.
I was with her with that. But she let that shit frustrate her, and she started to say a lot of weird, disrespectful things about her competitors and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of this heat is deserving of her. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the marijuana thing.
Yeah, she's not carrying herself like a lady. I'm not, whatever. I believe in traditional roles and how people behave, but yeah, some of the stuff she's doing is just a little over the top. It's like, you can't judge certain things about people, but there some of the things she's doing is like, yo, like, did you really have to say that like that? Like, man.
I think she needs some help. I think she needs somebody in her corner to help guide her. She's young. And I think that plays a big part in it. But my honest opinion, as far as her missing the Olympics, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think that she was going to. I don't think she was going to do as well as everybody was thinking she was going to do, because I think she's too slow out the blocks. That's her weakest point, is coming out those blocks. Those other ladies coming out those blocks are moving, and she's always coming out the blocks, and she always has to make up that ground. And I don't think she was going to make that ground up in those Olympics like that.
And to be honest, like I seen her run a few times before, and it just didn't look like she was into it at all, bro. Like if you see her on the blocks and how energetic and things like that she was before, and then after, you know what I'm saying? Ever since the little controversy with what's going on with her moms and the weed, and you know what I'm saying? She had to sit out and all that, suspension and all that. She just don't look the same. Her attitude ain't the same. Like she just in a bad spot right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't want to be too rough on her, because I think that's what it is, bro. She probably just going through it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I say, I think she needs somebody in her corner to help guide her through this.
Yep. Somebody strong.
Hey, can I say something?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I'm just gonna say it like this. I'm gonna give all my props to the Jamaican track and field team. I mean, them women been crushing us for how many Olympics now? Them women fierce. Okay, so for the American women's track and field team and the men's too, all that talking need to be hushed right now, because they've been crushing y'all. What's been like 2-3 Olympics now? Come on, man. They fierce as hell. I'm just gonna give my props to them. If anybody should be talking some shit, it should be Elaine. Okay.
Oh, I get.
Shout out to the Jamaican team, though. By the way, anyway, man.
Yeah, respect to them.
They ran a hell of a race, and they was some good competitors. You know what I'm saying?
They set a record, didn't they?
Yep. Fastest since who was it? Flojo?
I believe that's who it was. I know she said a record. That girl ran a record off in that mug. Mm-hmm. So they get all the credit for that. I like to see them run.
Because shout out to them, man.
Yes, when they after they get done whooping your ass and they walk around with them colorful ass flags on their dark ass skin, and they just look fierce to me, man, for real.
See, he said same stuff that I'll be thinking.
Like D said, I hope
I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
That's what's up. Keep it all the way real. Like D said, I hope Sha'Carri matures and she can be great. Yeah, man. J8 said that Phelps dude did the marijuana shit. No smoke for him. Hell no. That nigga did all the medals he was on weed. Moody Trayweather said Oak Cliff finest. Sha'Carri, man. Yeah, man. I hope she get better, man. I know she going through it, man.
Oh, on the swimming dude, just on that, I don't think Michael Phelps. I think his weed stuff came after the fact.
He told on himself, huh?
Yeah, I think that picture of him with the weed thing, with the bong. I think that came after the fact, after he was already done.
Oh, okay. Trey
I
X
don't.
said, go ahead, finish.
No. I thought I had cut it off.
Oh, okay. Trey X said Sha'Carri has been through a lot. She even lost her mother fairly recently. He said, I'd rather build her up instead of tearing her down. Yeah, I hope that's not what it sounds like. I don't think none of us are trying to tear her down. Just being real.
No,
She
I'm
just
just
don't
saying.
No,
I
we
mean, she
saying
needs
that
some
from a
help.
loving place, bro.
She needs
We
some
don't
help.
mean nothing from it. It's just, because look, this is the truth of the matter is, man, we have to live with reality, and we know the stigmas that they try to attach to our sisters. So we just trying to, when you reinforce that, she could have had a whole conversation, and they picked that one part where she swears or something. She just got to understand that that's the type of crap they do. So what we saying is like we trying to look out for her so they ain't allowed to put that jacket on her, because you gotta think as a runner, as an Olympic runner or any kind of runner, you only have a very small window to capitalize on that. Olympics only come every 4 years, and then you got the Pan Games and all this other stuff, but you don't hear about runners being 32 years old. There's a little short period of time where they can capitalize on this. So we're just trying to look out for it.
Oh, he said, I'm not even talking about y'all. I'm talking about the internet for me. Oh, they is tearing her down, bro. You right. J.A. said, them Jamaicans are built different, for real, huh? They built different like a motherfucker. Lala D said, her RP is 1074. The two Jamaicans, BP, are both 1060. So she can rumble with them if she focused. Yeah, yup. That's exactly what we trying to say. She just look a little off, man. She can get it together. She said it out of her own mouth, y'all. Y'all heard her interview
Yeah,
after race.
that's why I respect her so much, because I could see the passion and the fire when she got there and she spoke, because we are, she a hood girl. Let's be real, she a hood girl, and I'm pretty sure each one of us has been in the hood at some point or another. And when it go down, sometime when you lose, you know how you get crunk and be like, oh, y'all laughing now. Okay, what make you laugh and make you cry? I felt the way she was feeling, but she needs somebody to help her rein that in, so when she's standing in front of that national camera, she don't give them ammunition to blast her like that, the way they doing her right now.
This thing we gotta give her a little time, man. Let her heal mentally, bro. Get that off her chest, cause I don't know. I lost a grandmother, grandfather, moms. Everybody say that hit way different, so I don't know, man. I just send my prayers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Out and support her, but I believe in her, man. She ain't get all the way this far to just let this fold up. J.A. said they both cracking jokes and shit, talking about the Jamaicans and the Americans, or the women's and the men's. I think he talking about the women's and the men's, huh? Lala D said, and Shelly Ann beat Eleni today at Louisiana. Oh, is that right? I don't be even following it like that. Lala D said,
Did
yeah,
she smoke her?
beat Flojo's. Oh, yep. The Jamaican girl beat Flojo's record that day. Gil Cole said Sha'Carri just young. She gonna be all right. Yep. Trey X. Oh, read that one already, bro. Let me get up out y'all business. Lala D said, but Sha'Carri can be liking comments that this the country of Jamaica, then tried to delete the likes. She gotta chill. Yeah. J.A. said it's people calling her a loser. She just took a L, nothing serious. Yeah, that's it. She ain't no goddamn loser though, for real. She made it already, bro. She just gotta succeed up there. She ain't no loser. Lala D said, yeah, I knew Trey X wasn't talking about y'all. Yeah, I'm saying to the niggas the people that called her losers, what I'm saying, she ain't no loser, bro, at all. Rod X said, I have no problem with Richardson. I believe she just needs to perform better, yup. D-Lo 404 said she was never going to have a great showing in Oregon after being inactive. And the field was all peaking. Yeah. Lala D said her Olympic record, not the other one. But yeah, I'm caught up in the chat, man. But yeah, they need to go on and start her out, man. So what's next on the agenda? Oh, we got I don't know, man. I'm cool on it. We got the Jake Paul fight this weekend, y'all.
Hey, Marlo.
Huh?
Hey, I want to ask you a question about Jamel Charlo getting arrested today for that robbery. You know,
Oh, go ahead,
I mean, it's a damn shame that a millionaire could be arrested for a robbery because they was having problems processing his debit card, and the business tells you they don't want to prosecute, and the police still charge him. America, welcome y'all.
Yeah, it's sad how people is making videos and making a false ass narrative about it too, though, bro. Like,
Robbery.
man, it's kind of
That
weird.
man,
Robbery.
that makes me sick, bro. Because they've been sitting around trying to find something to throw on the Charlo jacket. Because if you really think about it, you don't see them getting in trouble. You don't whatever. They're young fellas, but you don't see them getting into nothing. It's like now they want to throw the jacket on EJ all the time, talking about he's an alcoholic. Now they're gonna be like, oh, look at him robbing. Like, look, this is a normal disagreement that happens every day. We've all probably had this situation happen. And like I said, the business don't want to do it, but the police want to clout chase. They want to get on TV. It's getting to the point that every time I see any person accused of anything, I automatically believe it's a lie. I don't care if you show me a tape or anything, because you guys are creating crime, and especially in that area. Man, y'all got enough stuff to worry about. This fool did not rob these people. It's just a joke, man.
Man,
Them charges ain't gonna stick.
But how much money they gonna get up out of him in the meantime? Because that's the game that they play. Because what they want to do is suck up your money in the process. So now he's gonna have to waste money on a defense team and all this nonsense and going to court things, and by the end of the time, because you know how it is here, it isn't no innocent. He guilty from day one. And even if he proves us innocent, everybody will bring up 10 years from now. Oh, remember Charlo got caught in robbery? It's just
without saying he didn't do it.
Man, I done heard people say that this man is broke. Al Heyman giving him allowance and all kind of stuff came up out this report, bro. Like, the boxing community is crazy, man. Not good for boxing at all.
Man, I live in San Antonio, down the street from where he was fighting at, and I could have swore that this situation happened when his brother fought.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden now is he coming out? It's this is madness, and I hate to point at a certain situation, but I always do. But they just don't want these dark champions, man.
Wow.
They try to replace all of them.
Yeah, look how Boxbred got him ranked, man. I mean, his brother ranked. They have this dude ranked 20th. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, dude, I don't take Boxbred serious, but only a complete clown would have him there. A complete, it's like you said, they don't like the dark skin. They hate it, man. And it's sick, but that's just part of the game, man. That's America. Welcome.
I thought HBO getting up out of here. I thought that was gonna get rid of a lot of that shit. But But like I said, y'all, I'm not just gonna put it on. We all know Mar Highhead. You know what I'm saying? We know Mel Highhead. I ain't saying I motherfuckers just gonna have to do better, knowing the circumstances and knowing the caliber of person they is, man. Some people might try to pick on a nigga like that to want him to do something just to get a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
From what I understand, his card didn't go through. He got hot, snatched the two money clip things that the waitresses had where they keep their money at. Opened up one, took his credit card out of one because the police report said his credit card was in one. But I haven't seen anything where they say he took the money.
See, I heard different. I heard that they lost his credit card, said that it declined, they lost it, and he snatched his ID out the lady apron. And he left. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I don't speak on it, because it's so many different reports. I'm gonna just sit back like I usually do and watch what happened, because if the girl got an injury, a minor leg injury, which I don't understand what that is, by people just pushing by you and you didn't say you fell down or anything, I think she's looking for money.
Me too. That's what I was saying.
For that money.
That's exactly what I thought. Like, just listen to the whole story. It sounds like they played him, bro, talking about they lost his ID or credit card. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody gonna get mad. What, bitch? You know what I'm saying? You lost my motherfucking credit card, going to charge. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking, like, what the hell going on?
Marlo. Hey, I read it wasn't a credit card. I heard it was a debit card, and that it had a lot of money on it. There's a difference. There's a
See,
difference. You know, your credit card is assured by your credit card company. I read it was a debit card, and it had a lot of money on the card. That's why he was hot. And then he called the card company because they said that they had a report that it might be a fraudulent charge. And he told them no, it was the actual charge. And he went back and he wanted him to run the card again. Then that's when she said she lost it. You see what I'm saying? And
wow,
then he grabbed his license back because he said, "You're gonna lose my car. I don't want you losing my license." Then when he gets back to his spot, he had one of his aides call with another one of his cars try to pay the bill. They wouldn't take the money. And then they told the police they didn't want to prosecute, but they charged him anyway. Now, if you go on Charlo's blog on his blogs, and you see how these niggas living and how much money these niggas are sitting on, it's laughable. It's laughable. What millionaire you know that was white would go through some shit like that? Where the niggas at? Excuse me, where the people, where the leaders at in Texas that support this dude? They need to be in the streets on that, man.
hey, that's a fact. Look, I heard these people on YouTube say the man is renting his cars, brother. They said his jury is rented his house.
Man,
I said,
look
how?
at that
How would
house.
how
Look
would
at
they
these
know if they don't
cars. Look
say
at how
that?
these niggas living, man. Come
That's what
on,
I said,
man.
man.
Come
What is
on,
we doing
man.
on YouTube, man? Talking about these men finances and shit, like we seeing they deeds, like we saw his, you know what I'm saying? If it's rented or not, this is crazy, bro. Just say
Nah,
stuff
what it is,
with
bro.
no
Look,
facts. How can you say something with no fact, no proof?
nah, man. Because look, man, this is the image, excuse me, the feminine tendencies of these new age dudes. It's they sit around hating on somebody that their accomplishments that they couldn't never accomplish because they don't have the discipline or the heart. So they sit around waiting like vultures for somebody to make a mistake so they can swoop their ass down and pick at the fucking bones, man. These cats is an embarrassment to humanity, bro. Like for you to even like what kind of lifestyle is you living? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you want that's what the only time I'll take it personal on somebody is when you take like get out of this, you don't know anything. You just making up a whole narrative. Like, yo, you like the never-ending story of YouTube, man. You just got an imagination that is embarrassing yourself. So I can't stand it, man. Like I hate young brothers getting hated on, and that's why, like I said, I don't speak on no young brothers, nobody going through anything because it's sad, man. Like you just sitting around, you're a miserable person to sit there to elevate this into some kind of story, man. Get a life, get a girl, get whatever you need, get some therapy. Find
That,
out what's wrong with you because it's embarrassing, bro.
that's more of a, on the gossip, bro. That's not nothing got to do with boxing, bro. It's kind of weird. Lala D said, I actually think they kind of lying on Charlo, man. They is, ain't no kind of, they is, man. All in his finances, man. These motherfuckers. I ain't gonna, man. These motherfuckers, this shit crazy. That's why I don't be good. That's why y'all don't see me in motherfuckers chats, man.
That man
Motherfuckers
said get some
changing up
therapy.
the game around here in the sports world, man. Ain't got they can't talk. We can't talk about skills and who we think gonna be who. We talking about niggas broke. They don't deserve fights. They living in double wide trailers. Uh, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. What I be hearing. D-Lo folks said, man, Marlo, you missed a live earlier. Don't know if you saw my other comment about it. I've been in and out. Now I ain't see it, bro. Damn. Hey, I had to run, D-Lo. I was out trying to get on it, make sure I had my shit together, man. God dang mouse went out on me. Hyphy said Heyman allowance jokes, broke jokes, they all coming. Yeah, they all coming, man. They already started though, Hyphy. Trey X said, I'm glad Charlo doesn't have a fight coming up with all the coming up to be distracted with all the bullshit, man, for real. Gil Cole said, nah, Mel did that ish. I seen it on YouTube. Man, that's crazy. I ain't seen no video surfacing yet. I don't know if he be trolling, just clowning or something. Trey X said, to be fair, the box rig had Tank ranked ahead of Taylor at 140, and that's straight bull rock. Yeah. LID talking to hype, everybody talking to each other. Hey, McKinney, salute, bro. He said, what's up, gang? Salute. What's happening, huh? It's good, bro. Hypey said, what you see on social media doesn't equate to being a millionaire. You should know that, Eugene. He was saying, Ernest Davis, salute. Said, shout out to Marlo in the panel. Salute, Ernest Davis. What's good?
Hey, Hey, Marlo.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this, man. It's a lot of people out here hating on Al Heyman. Al Heyman gets his fighters paid. I ain't just talking about the Trollos. If we look at all the fighters that roll with Al Heyman and how they living and how they prospering, not just with the purses, but with their other business stuff outside of the ring. Al Heyman gets people paid, and you need to put some respect on his name. And he got so many haters because he's black. You know what I'm saying? And what he's done with PBC, but after bringing boxing back to free TV after so many years, and how he elevated the pay that these fighters are getting now after getting ripped off for so many years, the man needs some respect on his name. So Charlo getting paid, they got money. Okay, they got cake, they getting paid. And it's just haters that out here hating, man. When you don't see what you see with your own eyes and you still don't see it, then there's something wrong with you. It ain't them. Shit.
I'm glad you brought that up because I got something to say about that Al Heyman shit. Moody Trayweather in the super chat, appreciate you, bro. He said, I just appreciate the corner. Man, most definitely appreciate you too, bro. Lawrence Williams in the building. Hey, y'all jump on that link, man. Let's get y'all thoughts, man. Let's chop it up. Y'all do not have to agree with us, man. This is not set up for everybody to be on here and agree. Everybody got their own opinion, and y'all can bring up whatever y'all want to bring up. But look, Al Heyman, it do not run PBC, bro. He's the motherfucking founder of PBC. Richard Schaefer is the guy who does all that other shit, man. All that business shit, all them shit that people think Al Heyman should be doing. Al Heyman is an advisor, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's the manager.
He's the
He's
man.
the manager.
So
he's a manager.
all these and a manager, he wear hats. But all this pointing the finger at him because these fighters ain't fighting nobody, that is not cool, bro. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure most of these fighters is on the list and they just going around these fighters picking them. We saw Earl calling out Thurman. We saw Thurman calling out people. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting good ass fights for free on TV. And none of that shit is acknowledged or respected. You know what I'm saying? None of it is acknowledged or respected, man. That motherfucker doing a better job than the rest of these televised fights. Gave us a bunch of good fights for free. I just don't get how he getting the finger pointed at him all the time. It really should be your fight. Check your fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? And what he got, what's in his contract, and why he can't get over there and fight nobody else. Don't blame it on no one guy that don't even do interviews. You know what I'm saying? That don't even talk. He got one picture floating around on the internet. He don't say a word, but he got a bunch of hate.
I love that.
That's crazy.
I love that.
Got a bunch of hate, and he only got one picture, and he don't got now. I don't think you can find a video of him doing the interview. How you hating
it? He went and collected a check with Floyd one time. He got footage of that. But to spring off on that, I respect Al Heyman because everything you said about him making other people money is true. People don't realize Al Heyman was a millionaire multi times over from music, setting up concerts and stuff like that for some of the biggest artists that you listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman come from music to boxing, and people listen to Bob Arum tell you that he killed the fight, and then turn around and try to figure out a way to trash Al Heyman. I see the problem.
Man, they said that this motherfucker's giving people allowance. Let me tell y'all something, bro. And I'm not even no investor. I ain't never made an investment in my life, but I do be following and reading and doing my homework. If you make an investment and you go out and get broke, you can't go back and tell your investor, hey, I need a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I need some money today, right now, this minute. It don't work like that. When does it ever work? Like, can somebody tell me if I'm wrong? If you make an investment, can you turn around next week and tell them you want your money back?
No, you cannot.
Man, they going around on YouTube talking about this motherfucker giving people allowance and shit. Motherfuckers is asking for their money and he ain't giving it to them and all this weird. I said, man, what is going on with the boxing community? What's going on? And nobody
it's like this, bro.
Anything, bro. Everybody agreeing with this bullshit. Like what?
It's like this, bro. When you know, whatever you can say, I'll bring a racial element, whatever. When white people do it, it's called money management. When black people do it, it's called allowance. So it's disrespect because if you think about it, they do the same thing when they talk about football players. Look, I don't, in Discord, I put a note. I know a little bit about finance, but the truth of the matter is, anytime you hire somebody to be advisor of your finances, they give you what they call a stipend because they don't want you spending all your money because it's in certain things. You can't just that look, it's not liquid assets. Some people, what y'all don't understand, a person with $10 million don't got a fucking checking account with $1 million in it and seven. No, they got that stuff in equities, in different investment stocks, stuff like that. And it's not liquid. You just don't go in and say, hey, give me all my money. You guys can't do that at your bank. If you went to your bank right now, you had $10 million in there, told give you all your money, they wouldn't give you nothing. So, I mean, it's goofy. You sound like you're uneducated when you say stuff like that. So it's just silly.
And you fucking putting bullshit in these casuals' heads, bro. Like they not even doing their research, man. They would come over here and argue with us, and we tell them the truth, tell them to go look it up. They're not even gonna come back when they find out that the shit was a lie they was told. They still gonna be in the comment section, amen and more bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, bro. The box. That's why I stopped doing people's chat, bro. The shit. It's crazy how they be putting these narratives out there, man, for no reason. Let's talk about the skills. Let's talk about who we think beat who. You know what I'm saying? We could even talk about the raping, all that shit. Why we talking about a man's draws? How much money he get? How much money we think he getting paid? Who richer than the other motherfucker? Who he having sex with? How many kids he got? He live in a double wide trailer. All this whole crazy shit is what's the conversation be about. Nothing about skill, man. Nothing about skill. Nothing about where he ranked at. You know what I'm saying? Who would he beat? You know what I'm saying? What skill is the best right now? Ain't none of that going on. It's all about nigga had on triple color draws last week and he broke. He live in a double wide trailer. He getting allowance from Hal Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Where are we going with this? You go look at these dudes' social media, they happy as a motherfucker. This motherfucker, Jared Hurd just bought him a motherfucking truck today. You know what I'm saying? Or a couple
Daddy
days ago.
Garcia out there windsurfing and shit.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico balling.
Living large. Big houses and shit, living large. And a motherfucker sitting here ain't made a tenth of what they making, talking about motherfuckers is broke. I thought this was the boxing community, man. I thought we talk about skills, who we think is the best. You know what I'm saying? What the pound for pound looking like. Whatever the case may be. I ain't know we talking about motherfuckers' finances and shit like we looking at documents. Like what motherfuckers saying is factual information. You know what I'm saying? It's not even an opinion, though, what a motherfucker doing. It's all spewed from hate, bro. That's kind of weird, man. Let me catch up in the chat, man. Somebody's finna say something?
I was gonna ask who y'all got out the plant Canelo coming up.
Yeah, I want to break that down too. Jay Brown must be busy, man. I was waiting on him. But go ahead. Who want to get a take first, man? Let's get into that.
Now, I'm riding with Plant. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Plant over Canelo.
Yeah, I like Plant too. Break it down though.
The reason I like Plant. Plant got the he got foot movement. He got he uses the ring. He boxes. He might not be as strong as people need him to be, but you got a little snap to your punches, and he feints a lot. And Canelo never does well with that kind of fighter. Plant has the height. If Plant uses his height like he has in the fights that we've seen him in, I think he can keep Canelo off of him and beat Canelo.
I agree with you. I got some more to add too. What about you, Eugene?
Okay, I'm gonna say Canelo is gonna beat the brakes off of Plant because Plant's biggest problem is he doesn't have leverage on his punches. He's an arm puncher. He doesn't have leverage on his punches. He don't have enough power to keep Canelo off of him. And Canelo, if he don't run, if he actually tries to fight him, and if you don't get him as far as to turn into a track meet, he gonna get knocked out because he can't keep Canelo off him. Just like Billy Joe Sanders can't keep him off him, he ain't gonna be able to keep him off of him. He might stay in it for first few rounds, first 2 or 3 rounds, but he's gonna get broke down because he don't have enough power to make Canelo respect him, and Canelo's gonna walk through him.
That's a good assessment. What about you, King?
This is how I feel about it. If I win with my heart, I think here's the problem. Plant, only way to win is a decision. It is damn near impossible to beat Canelo when you're shooting for a decision. He has enough speed. He has more skill sets than Saunders, I believe. I think they're probably about the same power-wise. I think he's not going to make any mistakes to get hit like that. I've seen him take some punches. He got a decent enough beard on him. If we're judging the fight by like just us watching it, I would give the nod to Plant. It'd probably be like a close fight, but I don't see him winning on the cards officially, but I can take him as his skill set, and he's hungry. I think he'll go in there and he'll look at Canelo like he's another fighter. He won't look at Canelo like, oh, here's the great Canelo. He's going to be aware that his skill set is what's going to be able to beat him. And if he's crisp about it and his training camp is good, I think he can win the fight.
Yeah, man, everybody got good assessment. But look, this is the one thing that I ain't even worried about the judgment because it's not going to be on the zone. It's definitely not going to be on HBO. So I think Plant got a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? Out of any other fighter that was even close in the decision with Canelo. So I'm taking that out of the equation. And I'm just going to go with skills. And I got to agree with MZ Talk Boxing because this guy is definitely not no Billy Joe Saunders. His skills is way sharper and sounder than Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders made a big ass professional mistake by bending over like that. You know what I'm saying? But that was out of ring. That was rust to me. You know what I'm saying? The shit that Billy John Saunders was doing. I believe that was like the 8th round, maybe 9th round, right? He got stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that sounds about right. Being gassed out, making silly mistakes, mentally gassed and all that. I just think those things played a part because Billy Joe was putting a whooping on Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he also quit off of one shot. You know what I mean? I don't think that's in I don't think that's in Plant DNA at all. I think Plant lived for this moment. You know what I'm saying? True, he don't got the people on his resume to match. You know what I'm saying? But he got a hell of a boxing background. His style is just the perfect style that Canelo been having hell of a trouble with. You seen Mayweather school the hell out of him. We done seen motherfuckers like her give him a run. The Cuban guy Laura give him a run. You know what I'm saying? We seen Billy Joe Saunders give him a run. You know what I'm saying? So I think the style wise, it's all bad for Canelo, and I think he's gonna have trouble getting to Plant. I think Plant gas tank is probably be the only thing I'll be concerned about going into that fight. And to what Eugene M said about him being an arm puncher, he done knocked down some big guys. Eugene M, he done knocked down fighters before. You know what I'm saying? If he catch you clean, I think he hit hard enough to make you respect him. Man, I got Plant, man. I think Plant is gonna be unanimous, even if it's close. I think Plant is gonna outbox.
Hey Marlon. Hey Marlon.
I think you got the floor.
I'm here.
Hey, I honestly, I think Plant is overrated for real. I don't see him having any. Canelo doesn't have. He doesn't have any firepower that's going to be able to keep Canelo from off him. Bottom line, I think he's overrated. I'm curious to see if this contract is not just a one-time contract, because I don't think it is. I think it's probably a 2 or 3 fight deal. I see Canelo having a lot more problems with Benavidez and with Charlo than he is with Plant, because I really think Plant's overrated for real. I just see he's such a light puncher. He don't have nothing that can keep Canelo off him or respect him. He gonna walk right through him.
I think we'll see, man. I think, but Canelo footwork is gonna be is gonna avoid all that. I don't think he's just gonna be it's gonna be that easy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Winston Lee, bro. Salute. I didn't even see you. What's happening? Hyphy say, I find it hella funny how people feel they can go to Forbes and give you an accurate number of someone's net worth. LOL, dummies, man, for real. Why is they even checking though? You know what I'm saying? That's pocket watching, bro.
Because it's a list.
Folks said Mike Vick is a good example of it working adversely, but he bounced back from it. He said, from my understanding, Al has a track record of setting these guys up to be successful outside of boxing. I respect that, man. I do too. Ernest Davis laughing. LOL. Hey, if you want to get on Ernest and get your take, man, the link is right there, bro. You're welcome. Everybody welcome if you want to get on and get your take, man. If you agree or disagree, you know what I'm saying? It's a respectful conversation, man. All boxing. Lala D said, I got Canelo's punk ass, unfortunately.
Dang.
Ain't a bad pick though, sis.
Dang, I thought Lala was gonna ride with me.
Rod X said, I got Canelo. Hey, but hey, y'all, to keep it real, we all been in here for a long time knowing that when that day comes, a lot of people gonna eat crow or they gonna serve me some. I
Yeah,
can't wait for this fight, bro. At least a few years now we've been talking about that. Let me get out y'all business. But yeah, man, hey, Eugene, you got a good point, man. I don't see him being an arm puncher, but he haven't been hitting hard enough to make motherfuckers respect him. If you go look at the Uzbekagi fight, he did exactly what you did after he got up off his ass. What you said Canelo gonna do after he got up off his ass. He started walking Plant down and touching him. You know what I'm saying? He swelled Plant up a little bit too. But he was able to overcome it though, Eugene. You know what I'm saying? From a bigger guy. This guy is bigger than Canelo.
I think you need to put some respect on Canelo's name. And I ain't even know Canelo fan. I ain't even know Canelo fan for real. Honestly, I could criticize him all day, but he on a different level than Plant for real. Honestly, his only problem is Benavidez and Charlo. What you saying Plant is going to be able to do to Canelo? Plant's not on that level of fighter to be able to do that on that level. Charlo, with his jab and his height and his movement, could do what you're saying Plant is going to do to Canelo. But he's not on the level of that kind of fighter. He's not. He's just a little average fighter for real to me. He's
So,
not on that level.
Hey, you know, I had moments like this where I served Crow, man, plenty of times where people thought, you know what I'm saying, the clear favorite, you know what I'm saying, was going to dominate.
I feel you. I'm gonna eat party that night because I know I'm not gonna be eating after that fight. So I'm gonna eat really, really good that night because I know I'm not gonna be eating after that fight.
Hey, you gonna put some respect on Plant name if he pull it off though?
No respect on Plant's name. Overrated. Industry hype.
So if he beat Canelo,
I'm a PBC fan. I'm a PBC fan. I'm a fan of PBC. No, industry Plant. Industry Plant. Industry Plant. That's his new nickname. Industry Plant.
Industry Plant.
Damn.
That's his new nickname.
That means these other guys ain't gonna give him no respect because you just gave him a way out. Come on, hey, let me, hey fam, Block fam, chat. Hey, do Canelo get any credit? I mean, do Plant get any credit if he beat Canelo? What y'all say? Eugene say hell no.
It's a lot of people that don't like Plant because they the competition that he's fought.
What y'all say, MZ? Do he get any credit if he beat him?
If Plant beats Canelo, yeah, he gets credit. Why wouldn't he?
Of course. You talking about the dude that's supposed to be running this division? How you not give somebody credit for beating somebody who is I guess in most circles is considered the best boxer in fighting? I mean, best fighter in the boxing game. I mean, come on. If he beats him, then you got to say he's the man. Like he supplants. You can't get that victory and still talk about somebody being hyped, and then in the same breath say put some respect on Canelo's name. I mean, that don't work out for you very well.
He playing hardball with my boy Plant.
Hey, I might wake up in the morning and bat an Austin Martin. You know what I'm saying? If I do, give me credit. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you that motherfucker fly, bro. Let me draw that up. Hey, look though, man, you gotta give him credit, man. Look, Winston Lee said Plant hasn't beat anyone yet to say his skills will stand up. I agree with that. I don't think I said they will. I said I think they will. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because he's a boxer. He's a boxer.
They stood up against Uzbekagi. That was my test for me, Winston Lee. That was where I say, okay, he can stand up to Plant. He stand up to this bigger fighter, man. This guy bigger, longer. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for a longer, bigger guy to be able to get at him. Short, he got the advantages over Plant. Length, you know what I'm saying? He taller, he longer. So that's my assessment. I don't know if it's true. We just gonna have to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm serving y'all crow. Y'all gonna serve me something.
I'm gonna plant my feet firmly right now, like I did when it was time for Ugas. Hey, I'm riding with Plant.
Me and MZ gonna serve y'all some crow like a mother. I'm talking shit that day too, y'all.
I'm riding with Plant.
Hey. At the boxing Thanksgiving dinner, you gonna have Canelo and Charlo and Benavidez sitting at the table eating that Thanksgiving dinner, and Plant's gonna be back there in the little kids' room with the rest of the kids, the little kids, the contenders, back at the kids' room at the kitchen table. Yes, back there with them, the regular average fighters back there at the kids' table with the regular fighters, and then you got Canelo, and you got Charlo, and you got Benavidez sitting at the kids at the dinner table fighting over the turkey. That's where we at.
And I low key like kind of like I see where Eugene coming from about Plant being overrated in a sense of no, he's not a superior, he's not a supreme elite, super elite boxer, but he's better than a Saunders who gave Canelo problems until his eyes started hurting. He's better than damn, I can't think of his name. He's better than a few of those guys that he's fought that I've seen Canelo have problems with. A Trout. He's better than a Trout. And I've seen Canelo have problems with him. So that's the thing about it. But at the same time, he did have opportunities to maybe prove himself. But like I said, if he wins, then you can't say that. Then he's legitimate his skill. This is the step where you're supposed to take. You know, he has to. If he goes and wins his fight, then it legitimizes everything everybody says about him. You know.
And this is gonna be for undisputed too, man. He say, "Fuck that." Hypey say,
That's what's making me think. That's what's making me think it's more than a one fight deal. Because I don't think PBC or Al Heyman. I don't think they're dumb enough to sign a one fight contract with just Plant being the fight with Canelo. Nah, they ain't that damn dumb. This fight probably is a contract for more than one fight. He gonna have to go through some fire to get this free ass payday he finna get. That's what I think.
Don't hold me on this, but I think if Plant win, it's a rematch. But if Canelo win, I don't
think it's not.
Yeah, they said this last deal didn't have no that's what Plant said. He said this last deal didn't have no multi-fight thing on it. So when they were coming out and saying that, oh, it was the multi-fight thing, that Plant said that was a lie. They basically throwing the whole bag at this one fight.
Ah, well, then Canelo just finessed another check again. He the king at finesse the checks. He just finessed another one.
Oh, that money gonna come in though. Watch.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
He ain't pound for pound number one, but he pound for pound and finessing these checks. I can tell you that much.
Canelo. Hypey said they said the same thing about Andre, but if someone beat Andre, they fighter of the year. You see what I'm saying? It's always the goalpost move. Rod X said Canelo versus Plant is for sure for undisputed. Whoever wins will get full credit from him. For real, man. Winston Lee said by round 8, Plant is gas and on the back foot. Yep. He do gas. That was my biggest factor in the breakdown was his gas tank.
I think we underestimating this man. And I guess you could say I'm overestimating him. But I just see something in his game. I just see something the way he fights that gives Canelo problems. And like you said, you know, his biggest test was Ugatasi, or however you say his name. He was the champ. He took the belt from the champ.
MC, he was the boogeyman, bro. Nobody wanted Ugatasi.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Canelo really truly take a belt from anybody.
Well, how much? What does the contract say for how much bureau all this dude Canelo gonna have in his system? Because look, man, this dude, Canelo gonna be looking like we're gonna tell. You know what's gonna tell the story is when we see that weigh in and you look at how Canelo looks. We're gonna find out real quick how this fight's gonna go.
He did push for drug testing. He said that was like one of the things. His thing was the drug testing and a fair share of the bread because he gave Canelo whatever he down there wanted.
What drug testing? Is it Olympic drug testing?
I believe so.
That's important.
I believe so.
Well, we'll see. I don't think Pacquiao looked the same with the Olympic drug testing that he has before now. You know, he negotiated his way out that test with Thurman. And he didn't look the same as he did in his last fight.
Well, let's not forget this, Eugene and King of King. Remember, they raised the level that you can be allowed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They raised the level. So he can go back to whatever clenbuterol diet he was on, and if he come back with those same levels, he still can fight. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for that.
It won't be nothing.
I got a question for that. It seems like who does that benefit?
Canelo.
Exactly. So, you know, it is what it is, but I still think that Plant gonna beat Canelo. I just think he gonna beat Canelo.
See, I didn't want to mention that, and this is a fact, because I don't want to water down the fight. Regardless, man got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, if he get away with the drug test, that nigga come in looking like Bo Rock off a blood sport. You know what I'm saying? That was on plan the way he negotiated. You feel what I'm saying?
I wish Demetrius Andre could get back over to PBC.
I ain't really tripping. That computer all got a kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? They got a name on it, and his name is Charlo. You know what I'm saying?
David
I don't think
Benavidez gonna beat
I
him
don't
up
think
too.
Canelo gonna need Computer for Plant for real. He can fight him. Be free.
Hey, Lala D talking hype. Winston Lee said, didn't Truex beat Jose Uzcategui? Nah, he was undefeated when he fought Plant, I believe, bro. He was undefeated champion, I believe.
I know he was the champion.
Yeah, he started losing after Plant, though. I know he got one or two losses after Plant. Hyphy. Oh, they talking to each other. Yeah, man. This week, man, look, let me get y'all picks for this book. We already passed the hour, so I don't want to hold too long, hold everybody too long. Let me get y'all picks for this week fight card, man. I don't even think I put mine in. I had it up too. I know we got the boys. We got Jillian Love. All right, here we go. I ain't gonna say the unfamiliar names. I'm just gonna say the familiar ones. All right. Oh, shit, it's the wrong one. All right, here we go. We got Anthony Yard versus Alec Duran. That's a 10-round fight. Who y'all get on there? Anthony Yard, right? I know Alex Duran, really, he's 23-5 with 15 knockouts. Anthony Yard is 20-2 with 19 knockouts. Who would y'all take off that?
Is Anthony Yard, has he changed up the way he trained? Because his training regimen was not up to par.
I doubt it.
Yeah, he a bodybuilder. I don't know. I haven't been. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't been checking for him since Kovalev slept him. So.
Oh yeah, look, Korobov beat him. He took his first loss.
Yeah, core ball.
That's what L Dub and Hyphy did. Trey and L Dub, he said Korobov was the first one. Everybody took Yard.
Not me. I'm still mulling it over.
You think he might be upset?
It wouldn't be an upset because, Yard not that fantastic to me.
All right, here go one right here.
Okay.
Montana Love versus Ivan Baranchyk. Who y'all got? I know y'all know both of them.
Baranchyk.
Montana Love is 15-0 with 1 draw, 7 KOs. Baranchyk is 20-2 with 13 KOs.
I got Baranchyk.
Over Love? Ooh. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
The more knockouts on him, I see. I'm going against what's his name? The muscle dude from the UK. I'm going with Love, and I'm going against Yard.
Oh, okay. So you got the upset for Yard, and you got Love. All right. What about Daniel Du Bois versus Joe Casamano?
Casamano. I'm going against the quit. No matter who he fighting against, that dude, man. I like whatever. That dude's trash to me.
That's the one that got jabbed in the eye till his eye was messed up, right? Against Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
I mean, the bright
So
skin.
Dirk got his eye quit.
Against Joyce. Hey, Hypey say Yard be fighting some UK construction workers. Hey, L Dub said Yard should stop, dude. If Yard wins, he will rematch Arthur on October 9th. Okay. I'll
That fast?
if he wins.
Well, I'm going against him still.
And then we got Charles Conway versus Juan Carlos Rubio. Conway is 15-0 with 11 KOs, and Rubio is 18-0 with 9 KOs. I don't know if y'all seen. We called Conway quite a bit once. Twice. Conway pretty hard puncher.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
y'all
why I
take?
heard about him from watching y'all show. That's what put him on the map. I'll take Conway in that. Like I said, I'm glad that you little young dudes trying to put these O's on the line.
I got no pick for this one. Give me a couple of days to look at it.
I ain't put my picks in yet. I don't think so. I'm gonna take some of y'all picks in the question, man. Shit, L Dub said he got the boys by KO round 4. He got Conway late stoppage. Okay. I ain't even ask y'all about that. Y'all notice I ain't say nothing about that. Jake Paul versus
Woodley.
Yeah, Tyrone Woodley.
Who you got, Marlo?
I got Woodley. Shit. I got Woodley.
Yeah, I'm going with Woodley too.
I'm not gonna front, man. I think Woodley got too much pride to let this dude beat him up. I think this is the opportunity he can sit around waiting for. Just to make somebody look horrible.
And he a fighter. He might not
Yeah,
be
he's a stand-up fighter too.
So
got good hands.
I'll be rooting for Woodley in that motherfucker, man. I'm thinking about behind that whole man. Depends on what Trey want to do. I'm really not finna let them pop me up upside my motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't gonna be like last dude he fought with the throwback hands, palms up fighting style, which was ridiculous. Like
Nate
this
Robinson.
is gonna be a legit fight.
You talking about when he knocked out Nate Robinson?
No, I'm talking about when he knocked out the last MMA guy that he fought.
Oh,
Rod X the champ said he got love. L-Dub said he got love to outbox Baranchik. Not sure if Baranchik get back after that last brutal KO loss, man. He got
I'm gonna give y'all some crow on that, man. I got Baranchik, man. I think he can get with Love, man. I think Love don't got enough power, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got love by UD.
that's why you go with the boxing. I go with the boxer.
Yeah, me too. I always favor the boxer over the brutes. Trey X said
Yeah.
I like it on the skills that the brute hold, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest about that though.
Yeah,
Some of the motherfuckers got skills, man.
if the brute got skills, if I look at it a little harder.
Yeah.
But if they usually just catching cats, like not systematically breaking them down, then I usually go with the boxer.
Yeah, me too. Trey X said I like Conwell. He 132-14 as an amateur, and he showed me some of his last fight on that Ring City Thursday night fight shit. Okay.
Thanks, Trey X, for the knowledge, man. The amateur record, man.
Yeah, that's experience, man. That's a good
Yep.
thing to know about a fighter. His background
Well,
experience.
I got Conway, man. When y'all called that fight, I went back and looked at some of his other fights. I like his fighting skills, man. I think he can get it.
Decent power. L-Dub said, what about Amanda Serrano? I skipped over that one, y'all. We do got Amanda Serrano fighting versus Yemi Mercado.
Amanda.
On that, Serrano. I got a Serrano though. I got
Serrano.
Look, L-Dub said he got her by second round KO body shot. That's a wash fight right there, huh? She gonna wash her up. Trey X said that Love kid definitely reminds me of Broner. He just seems like a draw waiting to happen. Oh yeah, he already got one on his belt. But hey, I am gonna give him this because that motherfucker been working on his power, bro. He been working on his power. So that's one thing he gonna have to work on, stepping up in these motherfucking weight class, man. You can't go in this motherfucker feather fisted, motherfucker walking you down and shit. But yeah, that's the card, man. Anything else y'all want to chop it up about? Me? Anything anybody want to chop it up about? The hour already up. You know what I'm saying? If not, we can go and wrap it up till next week, until this weekend or next week.
Yeah, it's kind of a quiet week, man. You know, when the main card is a circus, so you know.
Yeah, man. Hey, L-Dub, hop on, man. Hop on the link. I know you got some boxing news, man. Put us up on game. What's been going on, man, that we might not know about. L-Dub Boxing said Zapata, after he fought Baranchik, he didn't look the same versus Lundy. He said, and he KO'd Baranchik. So imagine how Baranchik lost from that fight. He probably get his ears boxed up. Rod X said Plant 97 wins, 20 losses as an amateur, and was an Olympic alternate. What was Canelo? I heard somebody say Canelo had an Olympic background. What was Canelo, guys? Anybody knows Canelo's Olympic background?
He went to the Olympics?
No, he didn't. Wait a minute. He didn't have no lip. Oh, I was
I'm
about to say, okay, you clouded. I was like, this dude ain't got no.
And that motherfucker turned pro at 16 years old, bro.
Yeah, he was still in middle school when he turned pro.
He don't have an amateur background, bro. He turned pro at 16. I was being funny because I heard a
Yeah,
content
facetious, man.
say he had motherfucking amateur background. Motherfucker
Yeah,
say
whoever said that don't know. Yeah, whoever said that don't know shit about boxing. It's like they don't expect you to they don't expect you to actually either know or actually look it up. Because that's what I was about to do when you said that. I was like, wait a minute, let me see. And I was like, nah, this dude ain't got no amateur background. What the hell?
Yeah, I was being funny. He turned pro at 16, I believe. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. We got some knowledgeable chats, but we done did our homework already. It's already on video. He said, I think Google has Canelo at 44-2. I don't know if it's true though. Yeah, he said he turned pro at 16,
man. He only lost one fight as far as I know of.
You said Google or what's that shit called that the boxing nerd Xavier don't like that shit. What's that other one? Wikipedia. He said anybody can go on Wikipedia and leave something. He said he working on the real records on certain old school fighters right now and put it on Wikipedia himself. 44-2, and he turned pro at 16 years old. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Marlo. Hey, Marlo.
Huh?
Hey, it's the pro game is different than the amateur game. There's a lot of fighters that go through the amateurs and were really good, but when they get to the pros, they can't transition. The pro game is a different game. And it's great to have the amateur experience. I'm not saying it don't hurt. I'm just saying, like from Canelo's standpoint, he may not have the amateur background. I don't even know, but I know he know the pro game, and he got the experience in the pro game. And not only that, I think he learned a lot more from the Mayweather fight than just fighting. I think he learned how to make money, and I think that's what he's doing right now. He's like Money Canelo. You know what I'm saying? The way he's picking his fighters, fighting all these European fighters and getting all these big paychecks. It's kind of like the Money Mayweather program for getting paid, and I give him credit for that. If it's a one right deal, he getting paid. He finessing them out of checks. He got the Money Mayweather thing down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see,
what he learned from that fight, man, because of what he said after it, because he had been learning how to make the money by being on the Mayweather's undercards for a while. What he said is that he would never be in a fight where he's at a disadvantage. And he wasn't talking about anything. He was talking about strictly where his skills is not better than the other dudes. And that's literally what he said. That's what he learned from it, because truth of the matter, when Floyd was doing that later on as Money Mayweather, he was, yes, he was the best fighter in boxing, but for his peak level, he was already washed at that time. So we talk about Canelo in his prime years doing this, because he knows he has severe deficiency in his fighting style. So he's not going to fight anybody that can actually defeat him. He's not going to fight a 50-50 fight with nobody.
Ever since who was it? I think ever since Laura, he ain't fought that kind of style again. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fought that kind of style again, bro. He stayed away from that shit until Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders don't have that style, that same style, but it's similar. You know what I'm saying? And he was having problems with that. You feel me? He know what the fuck going on, man. He ain't no fool. Trey said Devin Haney was 130-8, and he didn't compete in the senior ranks, which is 17-34. So it's possible for Canelo to have 44 fights at 16. Not saying it's true, but it's possible. Okay.
He had 40. He was at 44 when he fought Mayweather, or 46, something like that.
No, he ain't saying it's true, but he's saying it's possible for it to be true.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying. I know he had about 44 fights when Mayweather beat him.
Yeah. Hey, Dre AJA, salute, welcome to the gym. He said GGG fight was 50-50. Yeah, the first one. The second one, I think he beat GGG, especially at GGG own game. He knocked him out the pocket all throughout the fight. He had GGG on his back foot and a lot in that fight. I think he dominated the second one, but the first one, it definitely was 50-50. But that style though, that's not even the same style though, right, Dre? That GGG don't fight like no Laura, Billy Joel, or Plant, you know what I'm saying, or Mayweather type boxing style, you know what I'm saying?
Triple G got that. I mean, the funny part is the devoid of the dumb talk about Mexican style. He kind of has like a traditional European style. Like it's an improved version of it, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Eric R said, "What it do, family? What it do, bro?" Yeah. That's what we were saying though. Hey, you welcome to Dre to get on, chop it up, family. If you want to, man. The link is up there at the top. We ain't gonna be on for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it up. But yeah, since Laura he ain't fought, man, and then Billy Joe showed us, you know what I'm saying, that he's still having problems with that style, man. And Plant it don't make those mistakes, bro. Plant not finna be bending over in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Plant not finna be caught out of position like that. You got to come get Plant. You know what I'm saying?
And let's not forget Saunders is a juice head, so let's keep it real. I mean, just gonna be honest. He the one fight that they talk about where he looked so great against Lemieux, he was fully juiced up. So
let me ask y'all a question. Do you think Plant will quit? I don't think Plant will quit if he got hit in the eye like that, bro. I think his eyes, both of his eyes, gotta be shut before he quit.
Yeah, they're gonna have to drag him out the ring. He ain't gonna let that. When the doctor comes up and says, "Can you see out of your eye?" Even if he can't, he gonna be like, "I see." No, yeah, I can see you. How many fingers you got? 7.
Michael James 616. Salute. What's good? What you about to say, Eugene? You think Plant to quit if he got hit like that?
Honestly, I don't know because Plant ain't never really been in there in deep waters with no fighter on Canelo's level. He ain't never fought nobody on that level before, so I don't know how he gonna react to it. But what I do know is, from looking at his game, that jab is weak. Them punches have no leverage. He has no power. He can't punch, and he's not gonna be able to keep Canelo off of him. Canelo been in there with much better fighters than this. He gonna walk right through him. This is an easy win for Canelo. Canelo ain't stupid. He taking this fight. He taking this fight because he know what I know. He ain't taking this. He know what Benavidez got. He know what Charlo got. That's why he ain't taking them fight. He got the easy touch and the big check. He getting paid. He doing it. No, I don't know.
Why he run from the first negotiations when Plant was giving him everything he wanted?
Drug testing, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it was the 3-fight deal, the 2-fight deal. Maybe that's what it was. Because like I was saying, at first I was hearing the rumors of it being more than a 1-fight deal, that Benavidez and Charlo was going to be a part of this deal. If that was the deal, I mean, he ain't ready to go in them type of waters. He been ducking Charlo for years. And you see how Benavidez punch. You know he big. You know, he got the easy touch. He finessed him out this check. He won. He fought him because he didn't have to do that. He could get this check. He felt like he could get this check without having to go through the deep waters of Benavidez and Charlo. He was right. If that's the case, he got the check. He got the win. Money Canelo. He been finessing them for years about these damn checks. He doing it again.
Money Canelo, though. That shit gonna trip me out. I had to use that. Cypher Supreme, salute, bro. He in the building. He said salute. What it do, gang? Salute.
Yeah, salute to you.
Hey, what you got to say about MZ?
About what?
about Canelo, bro.
Man, because Canelo was allowed to take that substance, you know, so I don't really have too much to say about it, except that Plant gonna beat him this time.
Cash cow Canelo.
Money Canelo. Dre over there laughing and shit.
Manelo.
Dre said, do y'all think Canelo goes after Charlo next? I know Eugene answered. My answer would be nope. What about you, MZ?
Nah. Nah.
Yeah, I think he got a mental restraining order against Charlo, man, and Boo Boo Andre. Oh, hey man, I'm glad we didn't get off. I want to talk about Boo Boo, man. I want to give Boo Boo his flowers, man. He was ducked by Canelo, bro. He was a motherfucking mandatory and a champion in these divisions, bro. And
He 160,
I
right?
want to say, I want to say, do y'all think Boo Boo should lead the zone and just go on over to PBC or somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna push for him to get these fights, bro. Because the last time we saw Boo Boo, he was in the room trying to get the Canelo fight, talk his shit, and Eddie Hearn told his ass to get on out of here. He's like, go on, get. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that from him being his promoter and for him having the opportunity and his promoter telling him and killing that opportunity. So, what's up
Let
with
me
Boo?
say, hey, man, this is what I gotta say about Boo, man. Keep it real. He is like a worse version of Bud Crawford, but without the accolades on top of that. The way he allowed, like you know how I told y'all how he should have came in there. The way he allowed his promoter to sit up next to the money bag and then just behave that way, and not even he should at least said, "Hey man, you're my promoter. What you mean?" Like he just let it happen, and it's like, dude. And then like I said, him wearing the slave outfit, man. He's one of these dudes that just don't want to be treated no better, man. He's just going to stick over there and not get no fights. You in the one like, to be honest, the zone has had the 160. You know, they've had all the fighters, and he ain't got not one fight with any of them. He has no motivation to leave. I think he's just happy catching the check. I don't think, Andrade. I don't believe him. I just don't believe him, man. It just, I don't see him moving anywhere. Why would he move to PVC for what? It's not going to be for financial gain. And how do we know he wants to fight? Like, I just don't see it.
Hey, drop y'all links in the chat, man. Cypher Supreme, y'all subscribe to Cypher Supreme TV. You know what I'm saying? Let's support the fam, man. He a big supporter of the corner, our brother. Let's help him get up there and subscribers, man. Also subscribe to MZ Talk Boxing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all new to the channel, man, we try to support everybody. Drop y'all links in the chat, MZ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm still learning how to do that.
Okay, but I wasn't trying to cut you off. I just wanted to shout that out because I see the Streamlabs bot just said it. So make sure
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. But like I said, man, Andrade, I never was a big believer in him to begin with. I think he's an excellent boxer that nobody's tried to fight to a certain extent. But at the same time, there's just certain things you do, and when you make those decisions, you make bad managerial decisions. It is what it is. Andre Ward, he's done that before, but now he continued. This is the second or third time. So like I said, so at what point in time, we're just going to be like, evidently you don't care about making no fights because you've been over there. You have all the fighters there, and you can't get a Triple G fight. You can't get a Canelo fight. You almost got a Saunders fight until he messed that up. So what are you going to do?
Right. That's what I'm trying to say, man. What about you, Eugene?
Oh shoot, I think Andrade, if he were to come to PBC, honestly, I think if he go in there with Benitez, he gonna get broke down. Honestly, I think Benitez is gonna put hands on him for real. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about Charlo because he's still at 168, but I still would take Charlo over him. But if he go in there with Benitez, he gonna get touched, man. He gonna get his wig split fucking with him. For real.
David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm. Benavidez got that power, man, and I'm Andre. He style probably give him some problems, but no, Benitez gonna put hands on him, man. He got power, and he gonna mess his shit up for real. Excuse me, cousin.
What about him? What about him and Canelo, bro? Like he still can fight at 160. He still hold. I believe he still.
Okay, he got a style. He got a style that could give Canelo problems. What you talking about? Plant could possibly do. I think Andre can do it better, but I still got questions about him keeping Canelo off of him also. And I would still go with Canelo over him. I don't think I'm not that high on Andre for real.
That's cool. What about you, MZ?
Andre got a nice, wicked little boxing style, and then he kind of sleep with it. That's one of those things that Canelo have a hard time with. If he can manage through with his defense and use his footwork, I could see him beating Canelo. I could see Canelo could see him beating him. That's why he won't fight him.
Y'all know Boo Boo's a switch hitter too, man. Southpaw, but he can fight both stands. Boo Boo dangerous, man, for anybody. I don't give a fuck. You name it. It's 160, 168. Boo Boo is in the fight with any of those guys, man. I just think he in a bad place. I'll get in the chat after I take my point. The reason why I say that is he got GGG over there at the zone. He got Canelo over there at the zone. He got Eubanks and that other dude. What's his name? The other Mexican dude, Mangia. Like he got
Mondia.
fights. Yeah, he got fights over there, and he just not getting them, bro. And then it was obvious to me that Eddie Hearn is not concerned with him getting them fights, bro. The way he tried to kick him out the press conference for Canelo. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you gotta blame that promoter.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, he can go anywhere and get some better fights than what he getting over there at the zone. Even if he don't get the Charlo fight, which I believe he should and deserve, he can get a core ball for what's the other guy name? Derenchenko. You can get somebody like that over there at PBC. You know what I'm saying? Those some pretty decent fights, and they're gonna be up under some good lights. You know what I mean? Probably a decent undercard or something. I do not know, but Boo Boo is getting that shit end of the stick out of all these boxers, bro. He in the background, and every time he come up out there to some light, he's fighting a nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know what I mean? He's fighting a bunch of people that's not gonna elevate his skill set, man. You know what I mean?
He's passing his prime, man, without no significant test. I mean, it's getting to a point where we're going to be like how good we're going to be for like all eternity, wondering if he was really actually any good because he has no signature victories at all. Like that's crazy to be that old and been fighting that long, and nobody could be like, "Oh man, that was an excellent fight against what's the name." That's what put him on the map. It hasn't happened.
You know, he been fighting down
I agree with that. I think you're right. Got King of Kings. I think he got that Bud Crawford's disease. He don't have no signature victories, you know. And it's just his fault. It's his fault. He signed with him. It's his fault. It's Bud's fault. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride a man back unless it's been. These dudes, Crawford re-signed with Bob Aaron. Boo Boo ain't trying to make no move. That's their fault. That's on them. It ain't on the promoter. It ain't
Y'all
on them. If you dumb enough to get ripped off, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
both came out of fucked up contracts, y'all. They both went from one fucked up contract and jumped into another. So y'all got some good ass points about their situation. It is their fault, man. Rod X said Charlo said he would never fight Andre. If he come on over there, I think he gonna get that fight, man. I think he can get that. I think he ain't got no choice but to fight him, especially if they're on the same umbrella. Cypher Supreme said 100 MZ, good music, good boxing talk every Tuesday. Yeah, MZ, every Tuesday he go live, man, and play some good music, and he gives some good takes on the boxing, man. He talk about a lot of other things also, man. He's a good brother that try to keep himself in the know. Trey X said, when did Andre wear a slave outfit? Oh, you don't remember when he had on that goddamn outfit? Who was he fighting? When he was looking like he was fresh off the goddamn Mayflower.
Saunders. It was when he was about to fight Saunders.
It was in a face off, man. He had the ruffles and shit looking like the Django ass. You don't remember? I know you remember that. We was clowning him like mud.
Django.
Looked like an outfit off the Django, man. Eric R said, he said TMT give you opportunities, but all they fighters is trash. At least Boo Boo can go and not disappoint. Yeah, he can go to Mayweather Promotions, man, and get better opportunities than he getting over there at the zone, man. JA talking to Trey X. Everybody talking to everybody right here. Oh, right here. Cyber Supreme said, I think Boo Boo too slick for cinnamon. Man, I have to agree with you. I think Boo Boo is a bad recipe, man. Anybody with skills like Boo Boo is definitely a bad recipe. He can switch. He comfortable in both stance. He long. I would say though he do bend down and give up his height, his advantages. We don't have to. Rod X said black slick southpaw fighters have always been ducked. That's a fact. Trey has got one for you, Eugene. He said Eugene said he won't mention Charlo because he isn't at 68, but Andre isn't at 68 either. No, but he was talking about going to 68. He's talking about dropping that belt and going to 68. He said he think what's the name will beat Canelo will beat him though. He gave his assessment. J8. He said Jamal could have been fighting Andre, or if Jamal would have went over there to the zone when they was talking about that. J8, is that what you talking about? Eric R said he beat Willie Nelson's ass. He beat Willie Nelson's ass. J8 said Canelo not fighting none of them dudes. Supreme laughing at Willie Nelson. Like you said, here go the bullshit. Pro PBC narrative.
Here it comes.
Blood clot. I is that a pro PBC narrative? Get your ass on this goddamn panel, nigga. State your opinion, man.
Yeah, Hyphy, come out the balcony and come on down to the floor, man.
Yeah, man. Stop ducking this work, man. We do this all in the background all the time. I'm ducking.
All up in the video.
Eric R said, am I coming to America Barbershop, boys? I got you, bro. J8 laughing and shit. J8 said, TMT got some young guys, man. Yeah, he do. They got a bunch of young dogs. Trey X said, Andre was trying to represent the revolutionaries versus the redcoats, England versus USA. J8 said they didn't move Malik Hawkins, right? Talking about Mayweather, huh? They be putting their shits in tough, bro. They make them fight each other, man. They be putting motherfuckers in there tough. So they got some competition in there. Sharpen Boo Boo skills way better than he been. I been talking to Tread. Rod X said Andre can't even look bad in the fight and get a good fight afterwards. Yeah, he looked bad in a few fights, huh, champ? And he still couldn't get a goddamn fight. They still didn't see no weaknesses in him, man. Straight X talking to Rod X. J8 said PBC got all the fighters, man. Yeah, but we speaking facts, J8, but we some PBC lovers. You know what I'm saying? You never heard us say we love PBC. We just give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? They've been giving us the best fights, bro. The best fights. Come on, man, for free. They've been giving us some pay-per-view fights, but I'm talking about they've been giving us the best fights for free, bro, for a nice little while. And then even the goddamn pay-per-view's been decent. So how can I shit on them? There's nothing bad for me to say, bro. What you want me to say, Hype? Want to make up lies and narratives, man? I don't be,
you get on the PVC, like you said, man. They put you in tough. Like there's a lot of a lot of matchups. The reason why Tony Harris got that loss because they put him in there tough. You know, you don't get no soft night, especially if you're on the main telecast. And then for a while there, PVC had us watching boxing like 4 or 5 nights a week, man. How could you hate on somebody trying to give us all the boxing? Man.
Every week was like a holiday. Look, Hype. Look, you can agree with him and then don't agree because he don't sound like this is what he's saying. Look what he says in his next comment. He said, we don't care who got all the fighters. He said, we care about who got the fights. PBC been having all the fights, right? So how we supposed to hate on him? He said, doesn't matter who has the fighters when any fights can be made. PBC been putting on good fights, bro. Way better fights than these other guys. You saying that only because Crawford is in the situation he in. You know
speaking of that, man, there's 3 different heads. You give me a logical argument that you say where Top Rank has had more fights or that the DAZN has shown you more fights, period. But that hasn't happened. That's why we're sitting talking about Andre right now. Everybody hanging their hat on a GGG Canelo fight, which is how long ago that happened? Besides that, they have pulled off no other fights, no other superstar fights. That's why they had to revamp everything. That's why they try to come at Canelo and told him, like, man, dude, you got to fight somebody because they haven't had any good fights. You ain't seen no PBC fighter get put on blast talking about, man, Earl, you got to fight somebody because you ain't fighting none of the other top guys that are placed. That doesn't happen. So just give us a logical explanation, not hate, and tell us what banner is better and show some fights that prove that. And then I'll be like, okay, cool.
And we're going to wait on that. Hey, go ahead, MZ and Eugene. What y'all think about it?
Well, before we even started talking about it, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing Boo Boo lead his own because really you see more old fights on the zone than you see good new fights. So I would like to see him where he stands a chance to be able to fight these guys, but we don't know what's the back workings, what's going on with him. But I do know if Eddie Hearn can get moved with Canelo and move for Anthony Joshua, why can't he move for Boo Boo, man? Why can't he move for the Andres?
Right.
It don't make sense to have a fighter and not get him fights. Like you
What you think?
said, they shelving him out.
Yeah. What you think about Boo's situation, man? What he should do, Eugene?
Hey, I'm gonna say, okay, PBC and Al Heyman, they went in the war, and that's why you're seeing so many fights because you got so many fighters. It's like to me, Top Rank. The reason why you don't see a lot of the fights and these other organizations is because they running out of having so many stars. I think a lot of times they're afraid to match them because they don't have that many. You know what I'm saying? They don't have as many stars as PBC has, so they can't really mix them and match them as much. They have to be so protective over it because they don't have many. And so that's part of the problem, I think, right there. And then not having the money, they don't want to pay the money. Like Bob Arum, he don't want to pay the money to get these fighters into the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the bottom line with him, and he want to rip you off. And so he can't. A lot of times he get, but that's why he couldn't make the Crawford fight. He don't want to make that kind of fight because he can't make the type of money he wants to make off of it. He don't want to just make a profit. He want to rip you off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I think the big problem is right there. The game's changed, and he don't want to change the game. He old. The game's changed. Al Heyman done raised the, the the pay of these fighters. You got to start paying them what they worth now. You know what I'm saying? Bob don't want to get with that. He used to doing that Don King, rip your ass off, make all the money, leave your ass broke shit. Them days is over with, man.
paying $10,000 for a hotel towel.
Them
Yeah,
days is over with, man.
Oh, oh my God, you good assessment, bro. Eric
that
R
part.
said, "What weight class is Blair Corn on the Blair Corn on the Flair in? I think he in 154 or 47, one of those, bro. I believe. I could be wrong. Dre talking to Eric R. Eric R said all the boxing, man, all of it. Rod X said in the new boxing climate, I guess it depends on what weight class a fighter gonna compete at to determine who he signs with to get big fights. Yeah, I think so too. That's what it looked like. But Andre, he in the right. He was at 54. Now he at 60. He would have been cool to sign with PBC. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I think you're right, champ. J8 said, "What big fights is Eddie Hearn putting on? None. He tried to sell us a big fight and over here in America, and it was an upset. Remember that?
And then tried to sell us a lie,
Tried to sell us a whole lot.
and
Uh,
people was buying it.
the UK fans, most of them. Dre, hey, Dre, AJA. I'm gonna call you Dre if it's cool, bro. He said, PBC prelims be better than most other main cards. Man, that's a fact, bro. So how we supposed to sit here and talk crazy about them? Because we ain't gonna sit here and lie on them, shit on them, shit. We gotta be pro or you know what I'm saying, PBC fans, man. We a fan of the sport. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna catch us. We just giving them their flowers, bro. They giving us a lot of good fights that we've been happy to see that we ain't getting from other networks, man. Uh,
And
Cypher Supreme.
before his fall from grace, man, De La Hoya back when they were in charge of Golden Boy used to have quite a few fights too. That's the zone's whole packet is showing old Golden Boy fights. I mean, so we give props to whoever is doing it at that time, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about. So the truth be told, if another organization was doing what PVC is trying to expand, but look, if you love boxing, you got to love the PVC because they were trying to bring it back to the masses and get it back where it's in these top tier levels. But
Thank
I don't know.
you. Thank you. Cypher Supreme said, I think welterweight. Oh, he think Cobb's fight at welterweight. He probably right, Cypher. Rod X said Taylor versus Ramirez was on a non-prelim TV. See what I'm saying? That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That was a good fight. We got to give them props on that. But it wasn't as often as PBC give it to us though. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't as often. J8 said PBC have had several cards better than Taylor versus Ramirez. Yes, sir. That's what I was saying. I give them props for that card for that fight.
They too old to see fight. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm reading something. My bad.
Go ahead, read it though. Go ahead, read
Oh
it.
no, I just happened to see Cypher Supreme say, what y'all think about De La Hoya calling out Floyd for a rematch? I think that shit funny with his old ass.
He sound De La Hoya sound thirsty because he ain't do shit talking about no rematch anyway. And he definitely older too. He sounds stupid.
Yeah, he just trying to sound relevant, man, because nobody else bit none of the celebrity. He done lost so much of his aura, his clean look that it just looks like a weirdo, and nobody want to break bread with him, nothing. So he just looked thirsty, like you said.
Edgar Berlanga and Top Rank just reached a deal, so he signed with Top Rank, y'all. That was my alert, boxing alert from ESPN. Dre. Hey, Dre said he said I only go to PBC cards to watch them live, man. Them motherfuckers be lit too, Andre. Eric R said the zone signing Boo Boo was a chess move to get him out the way. Man. Hyphy say PBC puts on good fights and overall have the best cards. But I ain't pro PBC. I'm pro whoever got the good fights. I don't care about Heyman ethnicity. Yeah, that's you don't hear. That's not what. That's not hope, man. Sometimes when people say something, I think that's what we sounding like. That's not what we sounding like, bro. I'm just saying how people is focused on Like you see, we didn't even mention how when we mentioned the good fight because I think that's Richard Schaefer putting on these cards. You know what I'm saying? But we got to give the props where the props are due. If you steady saying like we supposed to be uplifting, saying that Top Rank is giving us the best fights and they ain't, or the Zone giving us the best fights and they ain't. Our whole point was PBC been giving us the best fights. That's just the bottom line. Ain't nothing. Ain't you know what I'm saying?
The
Yeah,
whole
most
154-pound division, which we know is the best in boxing, all PBC. They fought every one of them. They even sent out their soldiers to get the belts to come back and fight. So
Exactly.
that's hands down the best fights in the game.
They put their O's on the line and everything. And we damn near undisputed. We one fight away. That go the picture right here on my thumbnail. We won the rematches soon. We one fight away from undisputed. And then what we one step closer to undisputed at 47. You know what I'm saying? And then
yep.
it's all PBC. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's out him, it's PBC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got CEOs, you know what I'm saying, and all that kind of shit that's running the show. Motherfuckers that pick fights. You know what I mean? That give out a list of fights who are available. It's a whole team over there, man. That's why I just say PBC. It don't matter who the motherfucking owner or the founder is. You know what I mean? Let's take his name up out the equation. Um, Eric R said Eddie was protecting his investment in Canelo. That was Canelo last fight, Eric. Shit, fuck, he wasn't protecting shit. He was trying to get that back. he was gonna tap dance for him and everything if he had to. Cypher Supreme said, "Yeah, I'm pro big fights too, hype. Yeah, I think we all are, bro. Real talk." J8 said everybody want to see good fights. That's a given. Yep. J8 said I watch whatever fight I'm interested in, network or don't matter. Yeah, man, we got the Zone, ESPN Plus, ESPN, Showtime, and we be buying all the goddamn pay-per-views, man. It's on the channel. You know what I'm saying? We just giving our take. But our take is making us look like, I guess, the hyphy and other people that we pro PBC or something, man. That's not even the case. Cypher Supreme TV said, "What y'all think of Delo? What y'all think of Delo? Oh, you read that one." Eric R said, "We watch Penny Pinch and Bob let $2 billion worth of fights walk out the door. Fighters, huh? For real though." J8 laughing and shit. Rod X said, "What free PBC card was better than Taylor versus Ramirez?" Uh, Better than that fight because we done had the J Rock Charlos. We
A
done had
Porter versus Thurman was on regular TV.
the Porter versus Thurman, Porter versus Garcia. We had the Garcia versus Thurman.
Yep.
A lot of that shit was on regular TV, y'all. So what
A
you
lot of
saying?
great fights on PBC regular TV.
Yeah, you saying them fights was bullshit compared to Tiller
A
versus
lot of great
Brazil?
fights.
Because I can name a lot of free fights. That was good, bro. That was
Sure, a
free.
lot of those Wilder fights were on
Wilder
regular
knocked
TV.
out Brazil on free TV, didn't
Nah, I think that was
It was
paper.
on Showtime. He did no. It was on. You talking about? He talking about the ones that were used to come on like CBS.
Yeah, we just
Like
talking
that
about
was on
2011,
Channel 4.
Fox, whatever. Yeah,
he?
just
No,
free now.
he had one of those fights, man, where he was like, "No, we're not going to even put this on pay per view. It was on free TV."
That was
It probably
Brazil.
was.
Yeah, that was Brazil. He knocked out on regular TV.
Yeah, that wasn't a pay per view at all. That was on. But I think. Oh yeah, it was on. I thought it was on Showtime. But yeah, you might be right.
Even if it was on Showtime, they gave it to him for free. They didn't make him pay
Yeah.
for it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I got you. It probably would. Hype say the best bang for your buck event take place at Carson Dignity Health Center, which is exclusively reserved to PBC. JA said Castano versus Charlo. Oh, that was free too, wasn't it? That was undisputed for free. Yeah, I think
Was
that was
that on
free.
regular Showtime? Was that on regular Showtime?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was.
it was free.
That was free.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. JA said ESPN ain't free. Look at your cable bill. Shit, in that case, Showtime ain't neither, huh?
Yeah,
Supreme
Nah,
say
I
nothing
don't
is
count
free there.
Showtime. Showtime and ESPN ain't free. I'm talking
Yeah,
about free TV.
yeah, okay,
Shit,
so
I don't have cable. Shit.
well, let's not count Showtime.
Okay, I feel you.
Rod X said 140 and 154 are weight classes. All others should follow. Yep. JA said technically you do pay for ESPN. Yeah, you're right about that, bro. And Showtime. Eric R said
We talking about distinctly one mount, but we talking about distinctly you had to come out $100 to watch one thing. If you get to watch ESPN all the time, it's free TV.
Yeah.
Eric R said Lubin versus Banana was fire. Yeah, that was fire too. It was free. Trey X said Marlo, don't speak for Eugene, bro. He would take a bullet for Charlo, Spence, and Heyman. Okay, let me get up out of that.
Hey, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm gonna be 100 with Trey X because yes, I'm gonna put some respect on Heyman's name. He made me proud for what he has done in terms of revolutionize the boxer, freeing these boxers and getting them paid. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, I'm proud of that because Ali gave Don King his shot. You know what I'm saying in terms of being promoter, and Don King was crooked as all get out, man. I was not proud of the way he did boxers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not proud of the way he ripped boxers off. But Al Heyman elevated fighters. Hey, I ain't talking about just black fighters, all fighters. And I give him credit for the business moves that he makes, the way his persona, the way he lays low key in the cut. I give him credit for that. I'm proud of what he's doing. I wasn't proud of the way Don King was ripping off these fighters, man. Even if he was black. So I'm gonna put some respect on Al Heyman's name. I'm definitely proud of him as a black man and what he's accomplished. Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll go along with what Trey said.
Look at these emojis. This JA said it was on regular Showtime. Okay, bet, bro. Good looking. He down there laughing and shit. Hey, let me get that job minutes, man. I was trying to hear him get in the comments. Yeah, he already had said it though.
Nice work, man.
Cyber Supreme said I heard Burner might get in there with Conor Ben next. Yeah, we had mentioned that, man. Broner versus Conor Ben, man. I might have to lean towards old Conor Ben, man. He been hella active, motherfucker strong. You know what I'm saying? He can squabble. I might have to lean towards Conor Ben, man. I don't think I want Broner fucking up my motherfucking crow free diet, man. I ain't been eating too much crow yet.
True.
Hypey said Eugene M got an iPhone 13 Max PBC limited edition. Hell no. Oh, they own Eugene, man. They say you pro. Hold up, y'all. Somebody take over for me real quick.
All right.
I'm riding firmly in Al's car. Riding firmly with the Charlos. Riding firmly with Spence and Tank. I'm riding with them. I ain't denying that.
make the good decision, man. Because like you said, the truth of the matter is, it's not even. I'm riding with Al Heyman because he's the black dude. Or what? I'm riding with his behavior. If I saw, let's put it like this: if Eddie Hearn had made some of them fights that I wanted to back in the day, I would be like, man, he's the man. But when the promoter's greed outweighs his willingness to make good fights in boxing, that's a problem. And you can't be a fan of the sport and say that you're more worried about some promoter and how he looks and what kind of clout he gets for himself over the game. And that's the problem. That's Al Heyman has shown right now that he's not caring about being the star. He's not caring about getting the limelight. The dude literally, like what's his name, has one picture, and we have never heard this man speak. He ain't all up in the video. He lets the fighters shine. And he shows them how to get the bag. How can you be mad at somebody like that?
People find a way.
Shit, I thought Sam Watson was Al Heyman for years because I never seen him.
They must don't like that suit he wearing, that picture, that only picture that's floating around on the internet. I just don't like the suit.
Man,
how smooth is that in the social media era to be completely like non-existent except for one photo, but be a public feature? That's almost impossible. You have to be so disciplined to do that, bro.
Right. Eric R. said he did an All Lives Matter speech. Who did an All Lives Matter speech? Everybody laughing and shit. J.A. said, Al Heyman got some riders out here. J.A. said, Ben might stop AB. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, bro. Especially that ring rust. Rod X said, Don was a crook, but he made big fights happen. Yeah, he did. Robbed the motherfucker for towels and shit. Cyber Supreme TV said, God, crazy. Somebody
only got too much pride to get knocked out.
Cyber Supreme said, yeah, Ben might sit AB down. Yeah, I think so too. Ivy said, some of these boys hate Heyman so much they attempt to spread homosexual rumors regarding his personal his preference rumors, nothing more. What the hell?
Damn, what's that about?
Yeah, why you like? Even if he was, why y'all staring in this man's bedroom? That's weird, man. When people do that, they trying to project their own personal feelings on somebody, man. I'm keeping it real.
He gay because he don't come out. He don't come out, and he was hugging on Floyd.
Yeah, they try to provoke people by there's only certain things that you can say to a black man to piss him off, and that's one of the main ones. So they try to provoke him to come out and say something when they do that.
So he gay because the only time they saw him is when he came to hug Floyd. That's cold. That's funny.
That's cold-blooded.
That's funny, bro. That's how it is, I guess. Trey said, I like the PBC too, but damn, obviously there's levels to this. Eugene is in the league of his own. Dre said Wilder versus Washington. Wilder versus Washington had Hurd versus Harris on the undercard on Fox. Fight was crazy live, man. They've been putting.
Hey, wasn't that Hurd versus the Cuban? Wasn't that on free TV too?
Banana, yep.
No, not that Banana. I'm trying to think of Laura. Laura versus Hurd. Wasn't that on regular TV?
That was free also.
And that was an excellent fight.
Yeah.
Eric R. said, Al Heyman is the real James St. Patrick. Ghost. Al Heyman goes. Rod X said, Al is not a promoter. Hearns, Aram, De La Hoya are promoters. It's their job to be in the public eye.
I don't think you need a promoter. I think you need a manager. That's a big thing right there. I don't think a fighter needs a promoter. I think it's a conflict of interest. I think all you need is a manager
or advisor. Huh? He playing both of those hats, and he excelling in it.
Especially when your promoter's out there telling people that you're losing them money.
Oh, Eric R. said no.
Exactly.
He said I said Al Lives Matter speech, not all. Okay. He said he was talking about Eugene. He gave an Al Lives Matter speech.
I won't get hyphy an Al Heyman t-shirt. I'm gonna get Marlo to print it up for me.
Rod X said, did any of those fights end up in an undisputed championship? Now you got a point, Rod X. But they was good fights. I thought that's what we was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't think he meant that what was the worth of the fights. I thought he meant which ones compared as far as action and stuff like that. Because they
And we
did.
gotta blame the sanctioning bodies for a lot of that too. They just now getting PBC is the one that strong armed WBO into trying to act right because they basically said we ain't even gonna recognize your belt because how we have a 147 division, you ain't got none of our fighters ranked. So
Dre said he said he agreed with Eugene. He said you don't need no promoter. All you need is Al. You make it happen.
Al be getting fighters to name their kids after him and stuff. That's how much they love Al Heyman. What's the name? Is a Mexican got a son named Al.
The one that got knocked out by Tank, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of people naming their kids, what about Pacquiao naming his dog Thurman? And Thurman asks him, "Hey, did you really name your dog after me though?"
That's kind of messed up. He named his dog after you. Really? Kind of bullshit.
Did you really name your dog after me though? Oh shit.
He should have put pause on him for that.
He feels some kind of way because he named his dog Thurman or Keith. Dre said, "Oh yeah, I already read that one." Hey, yeah, y'all ready to close it out, man? It's been another good.
Yeah, man.
But who want to go first? Oh wait. Rod X said, "Let me rephrase my comment. The PBC puts on some great fights on CBS and NBC." Okay, who want to go first though?
And all I can say is appreciate y'all letting me come through, kick it with y'all. Peace and blessings to one and all. I'm gonna holler at y'all Tuesday at 8:30. Y'all come on by and mess with me. Marlo, we got to holler at each other, man. Me and Trey X been talking about some stuff that you might want to do.
Okay, I'm with it.
All right, I'm out.
All right, hey, appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to MZ Talk Boxing. Make sure I said it right, man. Advertise your channel. All right, yeah, that's MZ Talk Boxing, man. Eugene, you want to go next?
Yeah, I just want to thank all y'all for chopping it up tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun to be on here. I want to send a shout out to the Queen Lala D, in the chat, and Trey X down there creeping around in the chat. I want to thank y'all for this platform because, y'all really make it add something to the whole boxing experience, So just shout out to everybody that be on here,
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, we're gonna do this we're gonna try to do this every Thursday, man. If ain't nothing popping up, we're gonna have a panel, man. Everybody feel free to jump on, get your takes, you know what I'm saying? You can bring up anything out, you know what I'm saying, wanted to talk about, we can get into it, you know what I'm saying? We try to do this every Thursday for the fam, man. Everybody to be able to get on and get a take. So if you want to come on anytime, you're welcome, Eugene.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Keith?
Hey, once again, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Marlo, and the platform letting us come on here and chop it up. Salute to everybody in the chat showing up every week, dedicated to the game. Hey, y'all should come in here and mix it up sometime, man. I like having some new voices in here. You know what I'm saying? Hyphy. Yeah, maybe one day.
He come every now and then, huh? Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, one thing you can expect out of us, we don't have to agree. You know what I'm saying? You free to have your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? We can chop it up and give our take while we think you might be wrong or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? All the fun gonna come down to the fight night, and if this fight happens, we gonna see who gonna serve who pro. You know what I'm saying? So your opinion is respected, man. I always remember that over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's always fun, man. We gonna try to keep it consistent on the Thursday. You know what I'm saying? To have this panel, man, it's gonna be open to the fam, man. Come top it up about, you know what I'm saying, about the sport. Get they take about what they think been going on or whatever, man. Just open discussion, man. Just enjoy each other time. You know what I'm saying? We get to hear each other's voice instead of, you know what I'm saying, being in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? But man, it's always love, it's always fun. Appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with us, man. Appreciate the love, the super chat, the support, the members. Man, y'all be holding us down. Hey, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym. Peace.